I have the website put up in case I have to refer to it. I'll do it really quick. I don't typically do product reviews, but I believe in this so much that I wanted to provide some other people with the right information before you went out and bought this. I'll start with what it's made out of. It's a food grade type of plastic, so it doesn't, it's also antibacterial. So it's resistant to germs and things like that, very easy to clean. You can put a little soap on it. I don't recommend the soap. I do recommend maybe some toothpaste and a toothbrush and just brushing it. I dip mine every couple of days in a denture cleaner. Denture cleaner is very cheap and inexpensive. I won't go into great detail on any one particular thing because I do want to make sure I cover a lot of points and not take too much of your time up. Initially, off the bat, what I will say is this works. Buy it. It will cure your sleep apnea. It cured mine at least. May not work for everybody, but I have a feeling it's going to help you. Okay, so just get it. If you want the money back guarantee, get it from the website, SnoreRX.com. It's $100. You may pay a little in shipping, maybe $5 or $7 in shipping. But if it doesn't work, money back guarantee, you'll get it back. I got mine from CVS online. The price was about $50. I got to the store. It was a $60 bait and switch. I'm not exactly sure why they did that. I wasn't going to argue with them. I went ahead and just took it for $60. It works. They say it lasts for about 10 months. Some people have broken theirs by taking it completely apart too many times. I wouldn't recommend that. Just brush the outside of it, put it in a denture cleaner, and you're good to go. The next thing I want to talk about is sleep apnea. Well, also the result. Did this work for me? Do I recommend it? It worked. I highly recommended it. If you're thinking about doing or getting a mouth guard to resolve your sleep apnea, get the SnoreRX. Try it. You got to try this one. I'm giving you my result in my takeaway at the front of the video. If you don't want to listen to the details, if you don't care about my personal experiences, you don't have to listen to the rest of the video. Just know that it works and I recommend it. Now, for those who want to know what it feels like in your mouth, what my experiences were with it, the symptoms, how it cured it, how fast it cured it, things like that, keep listening. Sleep apnea, for me. How did I know I had sleep apnea? I would wake up in the middle of the night gasping for air. Now, I'm not a big man. I'm 217, about 6 foot tall. So it's not like it's caused by my obesity, but I have a feeling that even if I lost the weight, I probably would still continue to have it. I feel very heavy here, even when I was much lighter. I feel very heavy here, and I feel like there's not a lot of room to begin with in here. And so when I lay down and my jaw drops back down, it sort of constricts and you get that snoring sound. For me, it was bad enough that it was cutting my oxygen supply off. I would wake up at night feeling anxious, worried, sort of in a panic attack almost. And that went on for a long time, for a very long time, before I realized it was sleep apnea and that was what was causing my anxiety. It was causing my anxiety throughout the day too, because I've tried this for now almost 2 weeks. All those symptoms have gone away. I will say too, my blood pressure has also come down. I was typically about 145 over 95. That was typically my reading. And since trying this for about 2 weeks now, my blood pressure has come down. And I am on blood pressure medication. I'm on a very minimal dosage. But since trying this, I am getting readings now closer to 138 over like 85, 84, actually, no, it wasn't 138. It was much lower than that. I have it here recorded for a few nights. It was, let me get it, 129 over 85. Now that's much, much less than the 145 over 95. My doctor said that if I were to cure my sleep apnea or deal with it the right way, that I would even see a drop in my blood pressure. And I have. I expect that to continue to happen. I'm also going to work on trying to lose weight, and then having this, and I bet you it's just going to get better and better. Okay, so sleep apnea. I'd wake up in the middle of the night gasping for air. I told you I was anxious. Why that happens, Google it. You'll get all the information there. Basically, you're not getting enough oxygen, and so your body goes into this flight or fight mode, and you're just anxious. I would wake up with my heart racing, just racing. It would even translate into my dreams. I'd be in my dream, and something would I'd be either mad at someone, I'd be chasing someone, I'd be in a fight with someone, hot-headed with someone in my dream. And, you know, you get hot-headed, you normally, you get frazzled, your heart increases. So that sort of matches up with what would happen in real life. But it was happening in my dreams because it was happening to me in real life. And so it would translate into my dreams. I would wake up and I'd be like short of breath. My heart would be racing. Not fun. This was going on for a long time, and it should have not gone on that long. But it did. And now I have this 2 weeks. I don't wake up. Now, my wife never said I was a heavy snorer. She would wake me up in the middle of the night sometimes to readjust me, because sometimes if I was really tired, I'd snore and the whole house could hear it. She has said that more noticeably, she could hear my snoring as I was falling asleep, because she'd always stay up about a half hour after me. She says, now with this thing, I don't snore. She does say that you could hear me sort of kind of gathering the spit that accumulates in the mouth because of this. That's quite embarrassing, but better than my snoring, better than the symptoms I was having with sleep apnea. She also says in the middle of the night, she gets up, I'm not snoring. She doesn't hear it. I recorded myself before trying this item here for a couple nights, even during some daytime naps. Do that for yourself when you're snoring, or you know that you're going to be snoring, which is typically when more heavily at night. Maybe not during your nap, during daytime naps, but at night, go ahead and record yourself. It's a perspective altering experience to see that you're going to take your sleep apnea more serious. I tried to record myself, or I did record myself after having this in my mouth, no snoring. I recorded myself for several nights in a row, several hours a night on my iPhone, no snoring. Daytime naps, for me, I would snore just as much as I would at night. Daytime naps with this, recorded myself, went back to see it, no snoring. This cured my snoring and the sleep apnea that I was having. I highly recommend this product. I'm going to put it in my mouth real quick. How you mold this and how you create it, just look at the instructions. I'm not going to bore you with details or take up too much time in this video, or something that's going to be on the instructions anyway. Basically, you dip it in hot water, bite into it. There's more than that, though. Read the instructions. But slit there that'll make you keep your mouth open. This basically pulls your lower jaw forward, opening up that airway behind your throat. I do find that having this in your mouth for 8 hours a night will cause you to have dry mouth, dry lips, especially for me. I do wake up in the middle of the night just to, when I go to the bathroom, I come back and I will rinse this out under the water, and I'll drink some water, kind of refreshing my mouth. But that's a small price to pay for the sleep apnea that I was having with all those symptoms. This doesn't wake me up at night. You will find that and the instructions say, you'll find that this may pop out on you in the first couple nights of using it until your mouth gets used to it. I woke up a couple times a week, the first week, with this out of my mouth and sitting on my chest. So I pop it back in. Now, after 2 weeks, this thing stays in my mouth, and it almost feels natural in my mouth now. You will wake up for still 2 weeks. The worst part was the first week. Second week, teeth are less sensitive now, but your teeth will hurt. Again, that's all in the instructions. It kind of warn you about what to expect. But my teeth do hurt. When I wake up, they feel a little sensitive. They feel a little sore. They're not excruciating pain. But that does wear off over the next hour or two that you're awake when you're in the morning. Your jaw also will feel like it's offset, like it takes sort of the same position that this is in. But then again, like I said, 1 to 2 hours, that sort of wears off, and your jaw sits back normally where it would sit, have not used this. If I've left out anything, please let me know. I will be more than happy to answer any questions. I think I mentioned I didn't have to ever move the default size here from 0 to 6 millimeters. I kept it at 3 the whole time. The first couple of nights you may feel, or you may find that the settings will change on you from just you chewing on it or grinding on it, and you may have to reset it back. But that's an easy thing to do. You just squeeze that where it says squeeze, and you're able to move it back and forth. If you have any questions, let me know. Overall, yes, there are some drawbacks to this, none of which outweigh the benefits of the sleep apnea having been cured or at least treated. I sleep better. I'm in more peace. Blood pressure has come down. I'm not snoring and waking up everybody in the middle of the night. I'm not gasping for air. And I feel like it's going to be so much better for my heart and body to have and continue to use this. I was going to try the CPAP machine, but my insurance didn't cover it, and I couldn't wait. It was like a 2 or 3 week process to get in and get that machine. I couldn't breathe. So I went and got this, and it cured or it effectively treated my sleep apnea immediately, almost instantly the first night. So anyways, have any questions, let me know. Bye.